Breaking news, my wonderful people. Shocking revelation ongoing now. DSS has arrested Middle Belt Youth President for exposing alleged plots to charge Emefiele for terrorism by the cabal. Reveal what is really going on. Reveal what is really going on and why they are seriously after, Emefiele. And for this very purpose, the Middle Belt Youth President is now in their dungeon. Nobody can reach him as the Middle Belt people raise alarm that, there are issues going on here, because he spoke for Emefiele. He said the cabal are after Emefiele for exposing, those who are on the trail of Emefiele. The guy that don't pick him up. Meanwhile, you will see Ganduje tell, or I beg your pardon, Gumi tell Nigerians that they should not vote anybody who wants bandits and kidnapping to end. That Nigerians should not vote for that kind of person, and DSS are quiet. So when you look at the issue, you'll be wondering what really is going on in this country. You'll be asking yourself serious questions. No? You'll be asking yourself that how did we get here? You'll be asking yourself, how did we get here? Please don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Like us, share, subscribe. Let's get all the details. Men of the Department of State Security Services have arrested Mr. Godwin Maliga, president of the Middle Belt Youth, who was part of the coalition of group who exposed the plot by the DSS to frame the CBN Governor Godwin Emefiele for terrorism finances, saying this guy only revealed what is going on, and for this very reason he has been picked up. Family members of the activist who confirmed his arrest to newsmen said the men from the DSS headquarters stormed his residence at midnight on Saturday, surrounded the security guard, broke down the protector and burglary into his house, while he was allegedly assaulted severally before taken away in handcuffs. He was said to be wearing only underwear at the time of the arrest. The family disclosed that the men of the services has been on his trail, as they have earlier arrested one Samson Babalola on Thursday, who was said to be with Mr. Maliga, was said to be in Mr. Maliga's car. The family further confirmed that their contact within the service has confirmed to them that he was arrested for causing the service untold embarrassment through the exposure of the plot to frame the CBN governor and exposing what really is going on. They said the DG felt utterly humiliated by the press conference by the coalition of the National Interest Defense exposing the plot that all members of the leadership of the coalition would be arrested for causing the DG such embarrassment. His wife, who has been worried since the attack on her husband, said Comrade Maliga had routine drug which he takes regularly, and this was unwarranted arrest would put his life in grave danger. Since the news of the arrest hit the town, there have been outrage and public cry in the Middle Belt Youth. Vanguard has reported and informed news that all members of the National Executive Committee have been summoned to Abuja on Monday for an emergency meeting to seek ways to rescue and secure his immediate release. So this is what is going on. DSS are angry, for that the chairman of the coalition exposed their plans to frame Godwin Emefiele. They told Nigerians that this is the reason they are going after Godwin Emefiele, and they felt very embarrassed. As we speak, Godwin Emefiele is right now in the UK seeking asylum. Yes, seeking asylum because of all that is going on with him. He has decided to say, you know what, I cannot continue in this way. I have to go out of this country and see how I could possibly, get a better opportunity for me and my children, because as it stands, his house is under siege. Yeah, they are watching it carefully. They are watching to see every move that will be made. They are watching carefully. Okay, so this is what is going on, and this is why every single person is beginning to ask themselves serious questions. How did we get here? How did we get here? What exactly is going on? Okay, so this is what is happening, and why every single, why every single one of us must continue to ensure that we do not allow the same thing over and over again. Every single thing that is needed, everything that we need to, make a headway and ensure that we do not remain in the same place, are currently being contested. Godwin Emefiele, we're not saying he's a saint. Don't get it twisted. We are not saying Godwin Emefiele is a saint. We don't know exactly what is going on between the jail, but however, there are serious matters that they are not telling us and they don't want us to know. And every single one of us needs to understand, that unless something is done drastically for the change to come, things may not remain the way we've thought about it. And all that glitters and not all is gold. And so we must become absolutely sure and resolute on what is going on. None of us should sit back there and think that things are suddenly going to fall in place if we don't do everything needed to bring this country out of the current predicament. If we don't do everything that is needed to change the course of this nation, you'll be shocked and surprised. Okay? So this is what is going on, and this is why we all need to rise up and ensure that we do not allow the same thing. We must not allow it. We must not allow it. Every single one of us must do everything we can and ensure that at the end of the day, Nigeria becomes a better place. Every single one of us must arise, and we must not allow the same thing to hold us back. Yes, Godwin Emefiele, for somebody speaking and saying there is a plot against him, they say they felt embarrassed. And this is what is going on now. This is what is happening. Say they felt embarrassed, and that's why, every single person must be sure. We must be absolutely sure on what is happening. Nobody should sit back there and allow these things to happen. You see, the people who have continued to say this and that and that and that to us, have you really checked them out to know who they are, where they stand, and what we could possibly do for the change to come? Every single one of us have got a part to play. The more we speak out, the better for every one of us. The more we speak out and we do not allow any of these things to hold us down, the better for every one of us. You've got parts to play. I've got parts to play. We are all important in the scheme of things. And so nobody should just sit back there and do nothing. Because if we do nothing, we'll be shocked at what will follow. We'll be shocked at what will follow. So it is important that we observe and we pay attention to what is really needed in order for us to come out of the current oppression that is going on right now. Have a fantastic and a lovely day from us. It's bye for now. Have a good day. Bye-bye.